All right, YouTube, what's up? So in today's training, I'm going to be covering how to write a cold email that gets at least a 75% open rate from a potential social media marketing agency client. Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be an SMMA client. This is in general, if you're selling, web design or anything. I'm going to teach you how to master increasing that open rate. If there's anything that I'm good at, it's acquiring new clients. And email is my main source of doing so. Secondary. I like these days I'm utilizing a lot of referrals and a lot of speaking engagement that like completely changes my business. But in the beginning, this is something that I was extremely good at, and that still works for me today when I need it to. So let's jump right into it. So subject line mastery. Getting somebody to open your email is all about the subject line. The subject line, when I go into my email inbox, what that subject line looks like is going to tell me whether I'm going to open it later, going to open it now, or I'm deleting it and never opening it at all. So a couple quick tips to just absolutely become a master at this is always use their first name, first or last name if you know it, depending on who the person is. Use a relevant emoji. Ask a question if you can. And also always use brackets. So I always use brackets, I always use their first name, and I always include a relevant emoji if I can. So on the screen, the two screenshotted examples. Quick question about Windsor Security. Windsor Security is a home security company. And then you see the other one, Mayer and Rosenberg with a scale. That's actually a law firm. So be creative, guys. And I had one of my guys that is also a fellow agency owner. Me and him were chatting. He's like, he also works with attorneys, and he's like, man, in the beginning I was so afraid to send them emojis because I kind of had them on the pedestal. And I'm like, you got to think about what's actually going to pique their curiosity, because that's all the subject line is meant to do. They're getting bombarded with so many emails a day. You've got to stand out. And if you're in an industry where, especially like legal, like nobody else is sending them emails with emojis, like it stands out so much when they open that inbox and they see something with an emoji on it. They're like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So quick question about X with an emoji. First name emoji. Like these things like pique curiosity like none other. And I promise you, you will have at least a 75% open rate if you can become a master at the subject line in the emails that you're sending. So to recap this again, always use their first name if you can. Ask a question if you need to. Sometimes just having their name and their company name in like that emoji, again, it works. But just go with the examples that I have right there. So quick question about company name and relevant emoji, or law firm name and relevant emoji. So I'm telling you guys, like try those. I can almost promise you those results. They've never failed for me. And I get over a 75% open rate on everything that I send. So again, I'll go into those again just so you can kind of see them better. Again, the brackets, they help you stand out. It's almost like saying, like, look at this one. You know what I mean? If you're looking at your line of emails, if you are a business owner and you're sitting down and you're like, whoa, that one looks important. They've got brackets. They've got emojis. What's that about? This guy's saying quick question. Or they've said my name. There's an emoji. Like, it just draws curiosity. You want to be custom. You want to draw curiosity. And you want to stand out. Like, that's what you want to do in the subject line. So I promise you, implement those and you can't go wrong. So here's another of my top 2 email subject lines that will guarantee high open rates. So bracket, hey, first name, quick question about company name, and relevant emoji. It's generic, but it's custom because it has their first name in it. This one is like my number one. Another one, company, just solely the company name with an irrelevant emoji. Or you can say, quick question about company name and relevant emoji. It's generic, but it will pique their curiosity. You just can't help but to click on it, right? It's like, what is that about? Let me just see real fast. And then once you get into the email, like the rest is how you can master that body of email or your offering, or, that's an entire another video that I'll go over on, how to create an email that will generate a response. But guys, I promise you, like, this is undisputable. Like, a lot of the trainings that you'll see out there will like be like, yeah, try this. Like, this is it. Like you don't get better than this. Like I promise you. Like use these. Like I don't know how else to say that. Like it works. So use those. I promise you'll have like great responses with them, and then you'll be thanking me later. So, but like when you're actually writing the body of the email, and I'll write another training on this because I see a lot of people struggling with it as well. Like they'll just have like information overload, 2 and 3 paragraphs, and all this other stuff. In the very first email, you have to be, your objective is to just generate a response. And when in today's digital age, like we're being bombarded by so much stuff, our schedules are full. Business owners just want to, like, you pique their curiosity. You got them to open that email. Now make it short and sweet. So be authentic and be custom. Like, I want the vibe when you're writing that email to almost be like you're talking to a friend. Don't sound so processed and so up and down to where it just doesn't feel authentic. You know what I mean? Like they will actually feel more connected and more prone to respond if the email comes across a little bit relaxed. So write shorter, more direct, pitch around 2 to 3 sentences, and again, custom. Use their name, mention their firm, mention that you are local, and that you're willing to meet in person. Like that alone, like stands out so much. And then have only one clear call to action. So I've like vetted and edited other guys' emails, and they'll have like 2 to 3 links and like schedule a call with me here, read more about us there. Like, no, don't send them to your website and then have another call to action to schedule a call with you because it's just conflicting. Like, what do you want them to do? You want them to do all these different things? No. 2 to 3 sentences. Use their name and have one call to action. So it's just undisputable. It should take them 5 minutes to know who you are, what you want, and what you want them to do next. So they don't have to think. They can immediately make a decision. But if they got to read 2 and 3 paragraphs and then they've got to like click on your website and like go through that, and then they go back to like they just don't. No one has time to that. There's too many opportunity for you to lose them in that process. So be authentic. Use their name. Be shorter, 2 to 3 sentences, and then one call to action. Make it super crystal clear. And then like from there, like you'll see those open rates and those response rates is just skyrocket. I promise. This is again one thing that I'm fully confident saying that I have mastered this because I've taken courses on it. I've learned it. Like it works. So like this is something that I'm extremely good at it. So if you want my top 4 email subject lines, again, 75% open rate on all of them, guaranteed. I'll put a link there. Don't have any problem giving away that type of information out for free. But also, if you've got any other subject lines that work for you really well, let me know in the comments down below. I want this page to really be a resource for everybody to get trips and clicks. Trips and clicks. I am so tongue-tied, man. I think I'm just going to stop talking for the rest of the day. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to take the rest of the day off and just stop talking. No. Tips and tricks on how to acquire clients. It's something, again, that when I started my agency, because of my sales and marketing background that I already had, it was just natural for me, man. So I just want to kind of share that. I see a lot of guys making videos, and I talk with a lot of different agency owners, so I thought I would just jump into it myself and help out how I can. So again, let me know what works. I hope you got value from this. Let's connect on socials. Follow me. I will follow you back at Rich McCoy on Instagram, Rich McCoy Entrepreneur on Facebook, Rich McCoy on Snapchat. So until next time, guys, take care, and I hope you got value.